Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with a blog to watch. Today I'm review the Edox Grand Ocean Power Reserve Automatic. This is a very interesting watch that builds on the Grand Ocean collection that Edox has been making for a while. The Grand Ocean is a mixture of a dress watch and a marine-themed sports watch called a diving watch. And so you have dressier looks and 300 meters of water resistance. What's interesting about the Power Reserve Automatic version of the Grand Ocean is it's smaller. It has a 40 millimeter wide case. By comparison, the chronograph version of the Grand Ocean has a 43 millimeter wide case and it's a significantly larger watch. The Grand Ocean is interesting. It grows on you. Initially, it looks sort of like a combination of different things and you're not really sure what you're looking at. It's got that extra lug segment in the middle, a la the Roger Dubuis Excalibur, which I think maybe originated that. It's got some interesting texturing on the outside of the bezel. And you appreciate it because it gives it character. A perfect thing that's an example of giving it character is the case back here. You have this sort of compass windrose style of look over the otherwise transparent sapphire crystal as a view into the movement. Not necessary, but a fun detail designed to add some class. These are sport watches, but they're also fun sport watches. The Grand Ocean Power Reserve Automatic currently comes in 5 different versions, and there's slightly different prices depending on them. For example, this version with the black-coated case in steel is going to be a little bit different than this naturally polished version in steel. There's also a gold-toned version. They have slightly different dial colors, as you can see. At 40 millimeters wide, I find these to be a very good medium size for a lot of people. So if 43 millimeters or other Edox watches, which have historically run quite large, seem too big to you, then the Grand Ocean Power Reserve Automatic has all sort of the design flair, but in a smaller package. Even the strap is relatively narrow. So this is a very good watch for medium to small wrists. So the design is quite adequate when it comes to that. And I think that Edox did a good job for all the people that were sort of sized out of their much larger watches. Inside the watch is a Swiss-made Sellita caliber 279-1 automatic movement. Again, this is the Power Reserve version, so right over 6 o'clock you have a Power Reserve indicator, which is my favorite complication. I just like them because they're intuitive, they make sense, and they're actually useful on a regular basis, as well as the date. And then you have a subsidiary seconds indicator at the 9 o'clock position. So there's enough going on the dial so it doesn't look boring, but there's nothing useless. There's no like day-night indicator you're not going to look at. There's the date, you look at that. There's the power reserve, you look at that, and there's the time. At 300 meters of water resistance, this is probably amongst the most durable watches in its class. It's not too thick, but it's got a nice, screw-down crown, which is substantial. So from a sport watch perspective, Edox is leaving nothing to chance. This is a durable watch. From a darkness viewing perspective, there is luminant on the hands, tiny little pieces of lume on the outside, the periphery of the dial, but I have to say this is mostly a daytime or well-lit environment watch. It's not specifically meant for sports. So it really is a hybrid, but it does offer more of a dressy quality to it than your standard tool watch, and that's exactly what the Grand Ocean is based on. So again, this is the Edox Grand Ocean Power Reserve Automatic. Retail price is $2,790 for the polished steel version. With the coating, it goes up a little bit to $2,890. And you can see the full review on blog2watch.com. Thanks.